Hey, what's happening, spectacular spider friends? All good things must come to an end, and the New Game Plus of Spider-Man 2 ends tonight, with the finale against the invasion of the, I don't know, symbiote things. So, Miles' terrible Adidas costume is gone. He's rocking a, I'm calling him Rider Miles, because he's wearing a Tatsuko, whatever, costume, and he looks like a common rider, so I'm cool with that. And Peter is wearing a very unique variation of the, how do I put this? He's wearing a variant of the anti-Venom suit, which actually looks pretty fire. So, anyway, let's finish this off, and then I'm going to race this game just like I raced the Suicide Squad today. And don't worry, there is a superhero game on the channel currently. We've already replaced Spider-Man with LEGO DC Supervillains, so we'll be playing and having fun with LEGO DC Supervillains for the remainder of April. And then we'll get some new games in May. So, there's no new games in April that we can play on this channel. They're all M-rated games coming out, so. Whoopsies. So, superhero filler. Wait a second. It did it again! Love you too, drive safe. Stop loading the wrong file! I was thinking, where'd all the symbiotes go? That can't be right. That's not right. That's not right. It's this one. Should be this one. Should be, like, symbiotes everywhere. And, yeah. There it is! Yeah, this is correct.
Wait for me though, man. Harry, he's after you. I have to go help Haley, but just wait, all right? Whoa, back up. What happened? I got sucked into the hive mind. I saw this vision of the meteorite underground. But I've got a bad feeling. You think Harry's there? I'm serious, Pete. Just give me 10 minutes. You cannot do this alone.
Right. Call me when you're done. Sorry, Miles, but I can't waste any time.
See what I mean by, like, red anti-Venom? He looks cool. This is a great variant color. It really is. So yeah, our Spider-Man coverage is wrapping up, pun intended. And if they do, you know, DLC for this, we'll of course be back doing more Spider-Man, but there's really no reason for us to continue this after after tonight. So we did the giveaway for this game already. I can't erase Final Fantasy because this weekend there will be a special Final Fantasy stream where we will be giving away the copy of the game to a lucky viewer. Because I believe Final Fantasy is still installed on the system. Actually, is it still installed on the system? Because I need it to be. Yes! Final Fantasy Suicide Squad was erased. Okay. Ouch! Apparently he's a fan of the Suicide Squad. Okay.
I'm here, buddy. I know. Just hang on. I'm coming.
Don't keep Harry being, you know, waiting. Huh? Wait. Was I supposed to fight these guys? No, I don't think so. They're gonna forever come in here. You just literally pull that person right apart, like, get over here.
Come on.
Back off, creep.
Coming out of the subway tunnel. The meteorite has to be underground. Venom! Please talk to me! I have to get underground. I can't leave these people behind.
Venom, talk to me. Talk to me, symbiote. Hey, that was property damage, Spidey. What is your deal, man? Take that, citizens of New York. Oh, the way's open. What? What? Huh? Nuh-uh. No, you did not. That's the way down. That's the way down! Why? Are you kidding me? Are you being for reals right now? Oh my freaking gosh. Do not do this. Stop it. Get some help, man. Okay, apparently there's more guys. Good. Come here so the door will open. Thank you. I think.
Two of you? Not now! I don't have time for this. Maybe? No. Come on, Spider-Man. Almost done. Harry! Can you hear me?
Sounds like a song. Harry, can you hear me?
Find you, buddy. I'm coming.
No, 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 no. Luckily, I healed just in time. No, no, no! Don't eat my face! Ouch. No face eating. It's a thing. There's no face eating right now. Thank you very much. Come on, Dumb and Dumber. Let me down. One's down. Right, let me in the subway.
There, the subway tunnel.
Yes. Oh, I see. It has to be a cutscene.
Hey, everything all good with Haley?
Not yet. But you still owe me a few more minutes. Hang tight. Haley! No!
What are you doing here?
I was trying to save you.
You're incredible.
I like you so much, and I think you like me. Do you want to go out? Hey, on a date? Is that a yes? Well, it's a date then. After all this is over. Pete! I'm on the way! Pete?
Well, that cutscene was miles better.
Harry!
Hey, it's Harry. Leave a message.
Hey, buddy. I talked to Dr. Connors. He says you're too far gone, but I know that's not true. Harry, I messed up. I was terrible to you. Your dream, our dream, healing the world. I'm sorry.
Crying man, radioactive crying man. The suit looks good, though. Channeling too much Tobey Maguire there, Yuri. You failed at Bully, but the crying aspect of Tobey Maguire you're nailing. So that's something. Emotional, emotional Spider-Man. Oh, that's one way of doing that. Oh ho!
You're here.
I'm here.
Are you finally ready?
Harry, I can't.
Growl.
I want to help you, Harry!
Oh, that is so fun.
No.
Spider-Man, who are you? Did you go down there?
You were right. It has to be here. He has to... I'm sorry, I couldn't...
I know, man. I'll try to find a way inside.
It's gonna be okay. Everyone's gonna be okay.
That's a lot of weaponry Spidey's got. Yo! That's fun. Ouch. Whee! Boom, baby! Looks like my anti-venom suit is not all red, though. It looks black. A little bit.
I have to get to that meteorite. I'm so close.
Where is the meteorite? Give me experience, game. Let's go, let's go. You can do it. Lights out. Huh.
Harry! Harry, talk to me!
Please help us, Peter. We need you.
I'm trying, buddy. I just need that meteorite, okay?
Venom trolling Spidey. Classic. Alright, guys, let's keep those likes up.
Miles, I'm not seeing a rock.
No? Hold on. I'm nearly to you.
Thanks for coming, Pete. We want to show you something.
Harry, what are you...
We are healed. Finally free. We can give that gift to everyone. But we need you with us, Pete. Heal the world together.
Yo, bro!
Not cool.
We can't stay here.
You good, man?
Oh, we need to call MJ. I know where the meteorite is.
MJ, we all need to meet up at May's house.
What's going on out there, guys?
It's the meteorite that the symbiote arrived in. He's using it to transform the city. I know where it is.
And we're gonna steal it. Time to game plan.
I'm in. See you guys at home.
Alright, so we're supposed to meet up with Mary Jane. So back to our spider base, which is Queens. Yoink. That's right, John. On to the grand finale, and then the post-game, and then adios, amigos. And then Spidey is replaced by Lego DC supervillains. Full-time. Whoop. Although technically, we didn't get a full week of Spider-Man New Game Plus because there were 2 games that came out that were brand new. that kind of sidelined Spidey. So Spider-Man became kind of like a weekend filler series, but Lego DC Supervillains is our main series because there's nothing else. There's no other games. I mean, I would have just used duct tape, but I mean, that's... What do they got here? They've got some type of blanket. They've got some plywood that they started to seal that open. Uh-oh, this is your last chance. Upgrade any gear? I don't think I have any gear to upgrade. Do I have any gear to upgrade? Web shooters. Doesn't that just make them golden? No, I don't really care. Could do this. Eyes on target. I don't know. This is focus strike. Okay. Should be everything. Is that everything? Oh, whoops. Not everything. Well, oh well. Yeah, I like Anti-Venom, Red Spidey. That's pretty cool. I like that costume a lot. Much better than the all-white look.
Central Park Reservoir.
The water system.
Pumping goo everywhere. Adding more and more people to the hive mind.
If all those symbiotes get out of Manhattan...
Goodbye, Earth. Hello, planet Goo. The meteorite is the source of all the power, right? Creating goo, creating symbiotes. But it was useless until Harry repaired it.
Yeah.
And that particle accelerator's what damaged it in the first place. Cut off a piece at low power.
Right, so what if we crank the power up? Like way past 11.
Might destroy it.
And free everyone connected to the hive mind.
Theoretically.
But that reservoir's gotta be mobbed with symbiotes. And you know Harry's not gonna let that rock out of his sight.
Unless he sees something he wants more. Me. Just, you know, for illustrative purposes. Harry's still Harry. He thinks he's healing the world. But the dream isn't complete without...
His best friend beside him.
I can lead Harry away from the meteorite.
And I can handle all the symbiotes.
While I grab the space rock. For illustrative purposes.
All right, fire up the accelerator. No more hive mind. World saved. We all get churros?
Theoretically.
Pete, what Connor said about Harry being too far gone. If you can't save him, are you
It won't
ready?
come to that. You two will be able to destroy the rock in time. Let's heal the world.
For real this time. So the meteorite is somewhere in that thing?
So are Harry and his friends.
Here. Figured you could use a sonic touch.
They're just standing there. What are they waiting for?
Look, I can't thank you both enough. For everything.
Come on, bro. We're the Spider Team.
Don't anyone forget it.
Hey, buddy! You gonna sit in there and play with your pet rock all night? It's you and me, Harry. Like we always wanted. Here's the thing, though. You're gonna have to catch me first.
Time for the most powerful member of the Spider Team.
MJ,
Mary Jane! Miles looks so good as a writer.
You wanted a story, Watson.
O.P. Mary Jane.
What was that?
Is this supposed to let me through?
Stay away in.
Oh yeah, there it is. Sorry about that.
Whoever dropped
I'm
these
still OP.
players,
I just
I
forgot.
hope they made it out.
Fine, MJ. Or not.
What the hell? I'm coming! Just hang on!
Mary Jane to the rescue. Ugh.
Oscorp. Norman must have sent a team after Harry.
Sonic gun.
Guess they left more than just flares behind.
Pew pew pew. Uh-oh. No more juice.
I am not leaving without that rock.
You tell them, MJ. Not leaving without that rock, fool.
The meteorite. Gotta get down there. Oh no, very bad.
Come get some. 3 shots.
Looks like the meteorite's connected to the rest of the hive.
Oh, that's the meteorite.
Just a normal rock. That can also end the world.
Likes up for OP Mary Jane. That's one way of doing that. Run!
They're gonna be all over me. Time to go.
Run, Mary Jane, run!
Oh crap!
Oof! I ran right past him. Oh! Ah! Dude! Alright, I went too quickly through that level. Alright guys, let's get them likes up.
Oh crap!
Ow! Rude. like a horror movie, but
The meteorite
with symbiotes.
feels alive.
We're at almost the 30-minute mark, so let's do our thing.
Gotta get out of here.
Ow. Ow, ow. Blah. So long.
They get this rock back. It's game over.
Run fast, Mary Jane, for they are coming.
Please let this lead somewhere good.
Do 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 do. Together as one.
The sky. Almost out of this hellhole. Looks like my exit's just past that chopper.
Oh! Oh gosh! Blech. Well, that didn't work out well.
Almost out of this hellhole. Looks like my exit's just past that chopper.
How do you like that? Boom.
Up that ladder and I'm in the clear.
Up that ladder and I am on the clear. Oh no. How will Mary Jane survive this one?
You gotta be kidding me. Hey, I think that hurt it. That symbiote's big, but I'm fast.
Oh no. No! Ouch! Mean! Ah! You can't beat me! I'm OP Jane!
Let's get there.
Yeah!
Time to go, Miles!
You ready?
Pretty sure your +1 isn't invited to our high school reunion, Harry! Harry!
Ooh!
This is where we became best friends.
Yeah. It is.
And now it's where we become brothers.
Work for Oscorp, says Venom. My suit was all red.
Please, remember everything we've been through.
Come on, you want to walk into the bells? Let's go, Harry. Hey, why aren't those breaking? Bah, bah, bah.
Did you forget about Flash kicking our asses for 4 years?
We all eat that.
But we had each other! What is he doing?
Ow, Harry. Ooh, that's not good. 30 minutes in, guys. 80 out of 100 likes. Keep going.
Please, remember everything we've been through! Did you forget about Flash kicking our asses for 4 years?
We all eat that.
But we had each other!
How do you like that action? Oh.
He's infecting everything around us!
Nope, not doing that. Harry. Where are you? Oh, he didn't like that. It's so dark, I can't see. Oh. Ouch.
You came over every single day after school! Even slept over after your mom got sick!
We couldn't feel like that.
That's a problem. Time to go. Alright, I see you've got your hands full, so I'm leaving. You weren't counting on that, were you? Oh no, yes you were.
When you lost her, that day on the football field, I was there! Always have been!
Until we got sick again.
He has a point, Pete.
You abandoned us while we were fighting for our lives.
I was trying to save you!
Didn't feel like that to us.
Whoa! Come on, Harry. Ow. Don't make this harder than it needs to be.
We're giving you a chance, Pete.
Oh no, not this again.
Gotta stay off the ground!
Hang out over
Your mom
here.
saw us like this!
We make each other better. She always said so.
Hey now! Isn't there supposed to be a police car up here or something loud? Ow. I guess not. Help! Ah, you cheapskate. You're cheating, Harry. Not this again. I swear there was a hanging police car or something, but I can't seem to find it. Oh gosh.
You want to join us? We know it. Why do you keep fighting us?
You're not giving me a choice!
Why do I keep fighting you? Because you have enough people inside your head already.
It's not working! Stay calm! Take him out one at a time!
Why is it not working?
Get free Harry with more anti-venom!
Help!
This anti-venom's gonna sting Harry!
Get these goo away from me. No! Harry, you're being very rude. I'm with a friend right now. I'm with a friend! Why can't I hurt him? What is going on? Okay, I don't remember how to hurt Venom. I beat up his posse last time, but his posse didn't go away. Nuts.
You owe us after everything we've done for you.
Attack him with anti-venom moves?
Why do you keep fighting us?
You're not giving me a choice! Whoa, symbiote's dropping in. Not working! Stay calm! Take him out one at a time! Get free Harry with more anti-venom! This anti-venom's gonna sting Harry!
Oh, I see. Hurt him with anti-venom moves.
Now or never!
There we go.
us away.
I should have been better. I'm so sorry.
Then you replaced us with Miles. We poisoned you against us even more.
No! He saved me! Just like I'll save you!
Whoa!
For you, or did it?
It's messing with your head, Harry! You're my best friend!
Then why don't you trust us?
I trust you, Harry! Not that thing you're wearing!
Trust you, but not the thing you're wearing. Oh, time to go.
Oh my god!
Hi, Harry.
You're stronger than the symbiote, Harry! Fight it! Ah! More of these guys? Brute force isn't working! Gotta be a better way!
Whoa. Yikes.
I'm coming, Harry.
You like that? Or not? Ow! Get him, Pete!
It'll be over soon.
Doesn't matter what you do to me. I'm never gonna heal the world with you. Not like this.
The meteorite. You took it from us.
I think the goo aliens are mad we took their stuff.
Yeah, well, they started it. Let's get this to the accelerator.
MJ, you hearing that?
He flies now. Ooh!
He's okay, right?
Let's just get him out of here. Miles, I've got him. Go!
What the hell did he get?
Ow!
You're not getting this rock, man.
Our future doesn't belong to you.
Trust me. Don't want your future.
Ah!
I made a promise, Harry, that I'd fight for you.
You don't care about us. You don't know us.
The blue stuff to slow him down.
Such a meta moment there.
Mom, just like I talked to my dad. Remember? What she's saying right now.
That we are so close.
Nice one, Miles.
I'm not gonna let Pete down, Harry.
He'll understand. This is his dream, too.
Sorry, Harry. I've heard enough about this nightmare. I'm waking you up.
Missed.
Miles!
Peter doesn't need you anymore. He has us now.
Here we go again.
You're not doing this for Pete. You're doing this for yourself.
You're holding Pete back.
Ow. Help! Get him off, get him off, get him off. Oh, we did. Never mind.
You're not doing this
Ah!
for Pete. You're doing this for yourself.
You're holding Pete back.
Ouch. Hello, Zelda.
You took him away from us.
Took him away. What the hell are you talking about? Need to hit him with broken sparks.
In the forest. We remember what you did.
Harry! Man, that's the symbiote talking, not you!
You were jealous. That's why you pushed us apart.
Maybe I was, but Pete wasn't Pete!
You think you're better than us, don't you?
This ain't about who's better! I just prefer you without the psycho alien on! Thought I clipped his wings! Doesn't matter if you like me or not! I'm here for you!
Hey now.
You can't see it now, but we're
Nuts!
Us alone.
You're not doing this for Pete. You're doing this for yourself.
You're holding Pete back. You took him away from us.
Took him away. What the hell are you talking about?
In the forest, we remember what you did.
Harry! Man, that's the symbiote talking, not you!
You were jealous. That's why you pushed us apart.
Maybe I was, but Pete wasn't Pete! God, I clipped his wings!
You think you're better than us, don't you?
Let's end this!
We gave you our chance.
Allie?
Harry!
Pete? Give me back my friend!
We are.
That's a great comeback. We are your friend.
Pete, what's happening? Just hang on, buddy! Please, no. Leave him alone.
Go, Miles!
Oof! Venom getting ganged up on.
You ready to finish this?
Almost.
Ooh!
Fight, Harry! Fight! I can't. I'm done. You have to...
You have to kill us.
done. Either way, Pete. No. We still have time. No, we don't. It'll kill them. And then it'll kill you. Let's heal the world, Pete. Together.
We're in business!
And now, Pete!
Now! MJ!
I love you. We did it!
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Give me some room. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I gotta try. Come on, Harry.
Clear!
Thank you. Gotta get to the hospital. Harry.
Pulse is weak. We gotta move.
What have you done? What have you done to him? I'm sorry. I'm coming with you, wait!
There are traces of brain activity, but his chances of coming back are very slim.
Just keep him alive. Why? Get the G serum ready. ASAP.
For the last few years, tragedy has tried to tear the city apart. But we somehow kept going. We battled sickness, evil, cataclysm. We are tired, anxious, stressed, numb. But we have never lost hope. The city needs to heal. We're all ready to return to normal, but what is normal? What if it no longer exists? Over the last half hour, I've talked about how these events have changed me. But what about you? In this ongoing series, I will be talking with people throughout the city, exploring our new behaviors, new routines, new thoughts and feelings. I hope you'll join me on this journey. This has been Mary Jane Watson, and you're listening to The New Normal. Episode 1, done.
Nice. I don't know.
Ooh, are these good to go?
In a minute, I want to show you something first.
Okay.
It has molasses in it.
Yum, I'll take those.
Thanks again for the donation, Peter.
Pete. Have you talked to Miles about?
Not yet. You ready? Miles, I've been meaning to talk to you about something. I mean, I have been talking to you all the time. It's great to talk. So many good talks. I just haven't been talking to you about what I should have been talking to you about. Pete. Wait, let me start again.
I got this. All of it. Go be Peter Parker for a while.
Are you sure? It's a big city.
I can handle it. As long as I can still call you for advice.
You don't need it.
Maybe not now, but there'll come a time.
I'm here for you. Always.
Big bro. See you.
And there you go. The game is over again. Up, they're gonna do the whole rap thing, I think. Is it the rap thing? Hang on. No. I thought they were doing the rap thing. They're not. Oh my goodness. So there you go. Once again, Marvel Spider-Man 2 is complete. Got a little bit of post-game to do in the stream, so we're going to tackle that. And then I have a VIP stream tonight for Jotaro. But, yeah, New Game Plus was kind of fun. Especially being able to change Miles' endgame costume was much better. It made the ending cutscenes with Miles look cooler. His Adidas costume is so bad. It's so bad. So this was better. Yep, Mega Man 3 is tonight. So basically, if you guys are wondering why so much Mega Man, well, here's what happened. Jotaro became an Ultimate. He stayed an Ultimate. And we missed 3 of his streams. There was stuff that happened, like, I'm trying to remember. I think there was illness one time where he was scheduled. And then there was another time he was scheduled in my birthday month that I wasn't around. And then all the shenanigans that happened. So we owed him 3 streams. This is actually his April stream. So we're all caught up with Jotaro after tonight, I believe. And then I have to play catch up with 2 more Ultimates. Because I missed a couple Ultimates on Patreon. As well as I missed John Raymond's as well. So I really try hard to do well with my my sponsors and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, what's up with MJ's face there? Horrifying. Norman and Harry both wearing green there. It's a bummer we didn't get to see a lot of Agent Venom, though. That would have been nice. I've yet to find Agent Venom running around the streets of New York City, either. I've never had that happen. Never actually got to see that. Sometimes as you're playing with Miles, you can see Agent Venom, and, like, they have a brief little exchange. But... looks like Miles running up the side of a train. That's cool. Oh, I would believe that they rushed the game. There's parts of this game that is amazing, and there's other parts of this game that's just kind of meh. There's parts of this game that connects really well, and it meshes perfectly, and then there are parts that just feel like either they were rushed or they just don't go together. I hate to say this, but there are parts of this game with Miles Morales that he drags the story down. He doesn't add anything to it. The story is just kind of like anime filler. There's also like a lack of connection to every villain for him except for Martin Lee. They could have done stuff with Miles. Like, for one thing I was thinking about too as I kept going through this game, the musical cultural side quest thing, they could have added that as post-game, like after the events of the game, where Miles is, you know, saying he's taking on whatever. That call could have been a crime thing in Harlem that he needs to go to, you know, the stolen museum stuff. That would have worked perfectly because Peter wasn't involved with that at all. And it would be, you know, Miles doing a case on his own. As well as, like, I think he should have done more with the Kraven the Hunter stuff. I know the Kraven the Hunter bases are optional, but they really should have been, like, Miles-only levels, because then it would have further connected Miles to the story with Kraven the Hunter, instead of him just being kind of like this distant character. Like, Miles in this game felt more like Spider-Man's sidekick than he did his partner, if I'm being completely honest, and it would have been nice for them to both kind of be equal, but oh well.
What do you want?
The Spider-Men. You know who they are, don't you?
Why?
They ruined my son.
Good. We all have to experience loss. Even you, Norman.
What are you writing?
The final chapter.
That's a great tease for what's to come. But, what I mean by, like, Miles being kind of like a sidekick character instead of a partner-based is, like... Is that singing? Yeah, that's singing. Okay. So, in the first Spider-Man game, everything that happens... Spider-Man has an emotional connection to all his villains in some capacity. He knows them in passing. He knows people that know them personally. He's, you know, interacted with them over his course of time as being Spider-Man, like from the time he first started being Spider-Man to the events of the 2018 game. Every character that Peter Parker meets and interacts with has some type of grip on the storytelling. Like, it's a intricately woven web, and it's all connected. Everything's connected. Even the events after the main game, like the DLC, it connects to the events that, you know, led to the end of the game. So it's like a continuation of the story. It never feels like it's kind of out of place. Everything from the side missions to the main story to the different characters you play, like Mary Jane and Miles, it all has a connection to the story. It never veers off and kind of like, okay, this is the main story, and this is the side stuff. This is completely different. It all, you know, comes together. Same thing with Miles Morales' game. Miles Morales' game was just kind of like this is a PS5 entry, whatever. You know, this is a a quick little game that a lot of people are like, oh, it should have been DLC. But at the same time, Miles Morales' game, everything was connected. Everything revolved around the area of Harlem, from the characters that you met to the villains motivation, to the bad guy's motivation, to the Tinkerer's motivation. All of it revolved around Harlem. All the characters revolved around Harlem. Harlem was a big aspect of the story. So everything that you did, from the side missions to the story to the characters you talked with, you got the feeling that it all meshed together. Now, with the stories that they've talked about how Spider-Man 2 is kind of rushed, you can tell, because the very beginning of the game, the Spider-Men are in like, they're not sequence. What is the word I'm looking for? They are, no, not tag team. They're synchronized. At the very beginning of the game, you can see that partnership between Peter and Miles. And you really don't get a lot of that through the game. But the Sand mission, the Sandman thing, is amazing. The opening, the banter between the two Spider-Men, everything that happens like around that like first beginning of the chapter is perfect. The switching between the Spider-Men, utilizing their different powers, seeing how they both have like a different perspective of the story, like through the lens of, you know, we need to take Sandman down. That was well done. If that would have continued through the entire story, this game would be a 10. Bar none. This game would have surpassed the 2018 game. The problem is they dropped the ball. And both Spider-Man go in a different direction. So instead of like there being like this, you know, very well-made web of storytelling, the Spider-Man web shoot in a different directions, tearing apart the web, like breaking the web in half. So it's no longer this cohesive storytelling. It has parts of the story that just like go all over the place. Like you can tell when the people at Insomniac were writing the game and when people like Sweet Baby were adding things to the game. The Miles Morales stuff feels separate than the overall story arc. He has no emotional attachment to Harry. He has no real big connection to Kraven the Hunter other than he was kidnapped and, you know, Kraven was busted out. Martin Lee. That's it. Those are his only connections to the grand storyline of Kraven the Hunter and Venom. Is he's just kind of a character that bumps into them, and, you know, based on him being there, he's kind of like in that zone, so to speak. But he doesn't have any type of like relevance to the storytelling. His storytelling always feels kind of separate. The Cultural Museum, nothing to do with the main story. No characters ever talk about it. It's just kind of there. It's a Miles only thing. Peter Parker is never mentioned in it. The events of what's happening in New York City with the Hunters and the symbiotes, none of that is mentioned. It's just kind of like basically a massive Easter egg for the Miles Morales game, and that's it. Like, that's why the more I've been playing this game again for a third time, I really think that the Cultural Museum should have been where the game like picks up in the post-game, because it's a perfect post-game storyline. It's a great bookend to the Miles Morales game, as well as, you know, players get more accustomed to some of, you know, Miles' cultural stuff, as well as, you know, it's another little story that you can play at the end of the game. It's not very long, but it's great post-game content. But it doesn't work in the main story, because it doesn't do anything. It's bad writing for, you know, trying to combine it with all the other stuff. It's just kind of like anime filler that has no place being there. But if you put it at the post game, when you're still like, you know, completing some stuff, then it works. It works really well. Because Peter's not around in it at all. So, yeah. Plus, you get to see more of Miles and his mom and the characters that you met in the Miles Morales game. It's a perfect, like, kind of close to the Miles Morales story. And they should have done it that way, because just having it as a part of the story in the main game, it just feels disjointed. It doesn't work. But that's just my 2 cents. I'm pretty good at understanding video game stories and what works and what doesn't. I've been a gamer for 30 plus years. I was a game journalist for 10 of those years. So I can tell like when a story works and when it doesn't. So while the 2018 Spider-Man game is perfect, the Spider-Man 2 game has a lot of holes. It has a lot of aspects of the story that just feels like too many cooks in the kitchen. You have the sweet baby storytelling with the Haley deaf mission, which doesn't belong in the game. There's no relevance. There's no point to it other than just, like, you know, whatever they're trying to do with it. It doesn't matter. Miles still gets together with Haley. Regardless, they have sweet moments without that. So that doesn't really further the story beats at all. The Vulture stuff works because, you know, they're tying in the chameleon for when Miles runs into him in the next game. So that's fine. They really should have had the Kraven the Hunter, like, bases not be, okay, pick whatever Spider-Man you want to be to do this mission. Should have been a Miles-only thing. I also think that the Sandman should have been a Miles-only thing as well. That's another mission where you can play as either Peter or Miles. But it would have worked better for Miles and the Kraven the Hunter, like, you know, taking down the bases as Miles too, because then it brings Miles into the overall story. Whereas because you can switch the spiders, it doesn't really matter who you play as. But if you made that a Miles-centered thing, then you bring Miles into the overall story of the game. You connect him to the Kraven the Hunter stuff. You connect him to some of the other, like, things going on in the Spider-Man 2 narrative. And it also gives Miles a way to blow off steam when basically Peter is giving him, you know, not the cold shoulder, but he's basically, what's the word I'm looking for? Not gaslighting. He's ghosting. He's ghosting Miles to hang out with Harry. So then you could have had Miles kind of, like, you know, vent his frustrations a little bit and take it out on the bad guys, while at the same time doing Spider-Man stuff and gathering information about Kraven the Hunter that he can pass on to Mary Jane. So if you would have had Mary Jane and Genki and Miles work together taking down these Hunter bases as a Miles-specific story element of the game, that would have incorporated Miles more into the story so he wouldn't feel like a side character that really has no place. And that would be, again, the difference between the game being an 8 and the game being a 10, is there are certain characters in this game that aren't really involved with the story, they're just characters in New York City. And that is very different than the Miles Morales game, and that's incredibly different than the 2018 Spider-Man game. Even the Arkham games, like, they had a cohesive storytelling that everything that happened in Arkham Knight and Arkham City, it all revolved around the night that Batman was doing stuff in Arkham City or in Arkham Knight. Like, it all mattered in the grand scheme of things. It wasn't just kind of like, okay, here's this side mission that's out of place that doesn't connect to anything. It doesn't revolve around the story. All of it mattered. All of it was a part of the story and just expanded the story. There are aspects of Spider-Man 2 that don't belong in the game, and it just feels like it was a consultant agency that put it in there. It's not that the missions are bad or anything, it's just that it has no relevance. It's fun, but, I mean, it doesn't do anything. It's just kind of like, oh, you need to do this in order to progress the story or whatever. You need to start this in order for the rest of the Venom or the Kraven story to continue, which is true. There are parts in the game when these Miles-only centered missions pop up that you have to go to the yellow thing and start that, and then it gives you an option of, okay, you can go back to the main story, or you can go to Miles' story, which is now a bugle, like a trumpet, or you can go here. It doesn't matter anymore. But they kind of lock you into that for a while. So, that's, you know, that's what I see with it. With what I think they should do with the next game, I think that before they get to a Spider-Man 3, they should do a Miles Morales 2. That way they can give proper introduction to Cindy Moon and have her be like that secondary spider character you can play as. Because already right now, players are so used to switching between two different Spider-Men, Peter and Miles. So it makes sense for the second Miles game to focus more on Miles Morales, maybe the Kingpin, maybe Chameleon, who knows, and incorporate Cindy into that. And then by the time you're ready for the big Spider-Man 3, you have all three Spider people, and it makes sense, and you're just not throwing Cindy Moon into the third game, which would put her the focus of the game if you actually put her in the third game. So you want to have her be established before that. So a Miles Morales game would be perfect. And if they want to give, like, you know, Peter more stuff to do, they could always do an Origins game, a Spider-Man Origins, like we saw with the photo mission in this game. So that would be fun, but I don't want them to rush the Spider-Man 3 thing, and hearing all the details about how Spider-Man 2 was rushed is pretty heartbreaking, because I think the game was great, but it had a lot of bugs and problems. It had problems with the story. The story didn't feel as, you know, well put together as some of the other Spider-Man games we've had. It's not that it was bad, but you would only notice it if you did multiple playthroughs. Your first time through, you're not really going to be paying attention to a lot of it. But if you play this game a lot like I did, then you're going to notice a lot of holes in it. Whereas I've played the original 2018 Spider-Man game like 5 times through, and the story is fun from beginning to end, and it all makes sense, and it's all, you know, great, as well as like the side story stuff and the DLC. In the grand scheme of the Spider-Man 2018 game, it all mattered, it all connected, it all was like chapter by chapter by chapter. Whereas you have to view the Spider-Man 2 game as it was kind of like a chapter with a break, a chapter and then another break. And basically what I said with anime filler, you have the main story, then you got filler, then you got the main story, you have filler. The filler's not necessary. People want a steady progression of the story. They don't like it when you break up the story and you like have the characters go and do something completely different and then have them come back to the story later on. It's like people want a straight line, and then you can veer off with post-game content, or you can add DLC and do your own different thing. But for the most part, people want the story to be like a beginning, middle, and an end. They don't want it to be beginning, pause, middle, pause, and then end. It could branch and then pause or whatever. That's not very good storytelling. You know what I mean? So that's another reason why we can tell the story was kind of rushed. It would have been nice to see some more side characters and villains. And also, I never liked how they killed off most of Peter Parker's main cast off-screen. I still don't know why they did that, but maybe because they just want the focal characters to be in the third game. Green Goblin, Otto Octavius, and Carnage. Or Carnage will be DLC for this. Who knows? What time is it anyway? Oh, it's 11 o'clock. Alright, so it's almost time for the one thing. I will be starting my Mega Man stream in just a little bit. We have a little bit of post-game stuff to do. The only Spider-Man villain still around is Chameleon. Is Rhino still alive, though? Spider-Man... Chameleon, Trapster? What? Trapster, Swarm, Beetle, Carnage, and Doc Ock. And, of course, Green Goblin. The rest are either reformed or dead. True. Not sure what you're contributing to Sweet Baby is actually theirs. And I say this because they definitely did Homecoming Mission, which is far worse quality than what you brought up. The Cultural Museum they claim credit for. That's something that wasn't really necessary. It's not bad, but it really doesn't do anything. All it does is continue like Miles' cultural stuff from like the Miles Morales game, but it has no bearing being in the Spider-Man 2 game. It has no point. It's just filler. It's not a bad storyline. It's just...
What did somebody say? That Sweet Baby didn't ruin this game?
No, the game's not ruined.
It's not ruined, but they negatively affected the game a lot. You can't notice the difference between Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2 in the way that Sweet Baby... They took out a lot of the quips. Spider-Man used to make fun of the bad guys. They took out anything that was humorous or fun. They took out every single thing that could have been remotely dangerous that Spider-Man could have done as a side mission to make him appear cool. They literally destroyed, like, tons of things in the game. If you can't see what Sweet Baby did to the game, then you deserve to play a game made by Sweet Baby. And I mean that in a very bad way.
And, you know, this game basically was kind of like for that company or that consultant agency, too. This is what they did right before the Suicide Squad. And the Suicide Squad, you know, based on the success of Spider-Man 2, they were given a lot more free reins to do all kinds of stuff in the Suicide Squad, which is very, very evident. This was just kind of like, they only had a small part of this game, and you can tell. You could tell the stuff that they were involved with because the tone of the game, the narrative of the game, the storytelling of the game, it feels like it's completely different than the main game. It doesn't belong. It doesn't have that same, I guess you could call it the fingerprint. When a writer actually does something, you can tell that that's the same writer or that's the same team. When games go and they do like things that just kind of like veer off, it always feels a little different. It doesn't have that same genetic makeup. That's because it's handled by somebody else. And that agency has already claimed and boasted on Twitter that they did the homecoming stuff, so all the high school stuff for Miles. They did the cultural museum, and they pushed for the Haley Deaf stuff. So they did 3 things. Now, those 3 things don't ruin the game, mind you, but that's their handiwork. That's their blueprint. And they also made sure Spider-Man wasn't mean. So...
What they did was they took the fun out of every interaction. That's what they did, was they made every interaction boring.
We don't know if Hammerhead is dead. Hammerhead is... I'm not sure. People say Hammerhead is either alive or, like, he was murdered. I don't know. So I always leave Hammerhead kind of off because, I mean, Hammerhead's not really the same anymore. He's a, like, cyborg type guy.
They're only gonna put...
Haley, hi. I hope you're hungry. Food's almost ready. Why don't you go show her your essay? You worked so hard on it.
Some guy in Harlem. Probably seen him volunteering in the city, helping out his city council mom, and trying to live up to his hero dad. Yeah. Yeah.
Hi. Miles, Haley, this is Albert.
Hi. Nice to meet you. Oh, and this is my daughter, Cindy.
See how this is perfect? Like, it like, right at the end of the game, it puts you in control of Miles. This right here is where he should get the phone call from his mom and do the whole cultural museum thing. This would be the perfect kind of, like, little appetizer at the end of the game. Because it's not good enough to be a part of the main game. It doesn't make any sense. But having it be the first mission where Miles is now the main Spider-Man, that would be perfect. You know, and again, it's just a Easter egg mission in the Miles Morales game if you played that. But since they already put you in the role of Miles Morales at the end of the game, this would be a great little kind of like side thing that they could do for post-game content. Just like that. Would work perfectly. Will Cindy already be bitten by the same spider that bit Peter? No, she's going to be bitten by the same spider that bit Miles. Watch. That way, like, they're probably going to do a love triangle between Cindy, Miles, and Haley. I don't think... It wouldn't make sense to do the whole Peter and Cindy thing because Peter is so much older than Miles and Haley and stuff like that. They would probably push a love triangle between Cindy and Miles and Haley because it looks like Cindy is the same age as Miles. It'd be kind of weird to have a Peter Parker who's in his late 20s going after a 20-year-old Silk or a 19 or 18-year-old Silk or whatever. That'd be kind of disturbing. We'd be getting into weird territory for that. Yeah, there you go. So Peter's 25, Miles is 17. Yeah, nope. Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes now. No, no, no. No, 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 no.
What's up, New York?
Nope. Yeah, Sweet Baby would like that kind of stuff, but no. Normal people, no. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, we have to draw a line somewhere, and that needs to be drawn. Miles, you know, changing up Cindy's origin a little bit and having Miles be the spider that she's attracted to would make more sense because they're the same age.
Welcome back, Dana Club. We did it. We survived the impossible. Drove back a friggin' alien invasion, and we did it together as heroes. The Spider-Man led the way, and every day New Yorkers rose to the challenge. Today I am so pleased to talk with one of those heroes, author, journalist, and avid motorcyclist. Please welcome Mary Jane Watson. Thanks, Danica. Please call me MJ. MJ it is. So, I ate up your book about Symkaria in a single sitting. Thank you for giving this to the world. It's so important. I heard we're going to get even more of your words in the form of a new project. Can you tell us more about it? Happy to. I've been thinking a lot about what's really important. Nothing will make you rethink your life like a citywide alien invasion, right? Relatable. And I realized how important the truth is. I started a podcast called The New Normal. I don't know where New York is headed, but I'm looking forward to finding out. With all of you out there. I want to be honest and report what's really happening in the city. Straight up. No exaggerations, no clickbait, you know? I know exactly what you mean. When you let that junk creep in, it takes over the truth. Warps it into something else, like a symbiote. Mary Jane Watson, everybody. Any last notes you'd like to leave us with? Stay safe out there. Oh, and if you have motorcycle insurance, make sure it includes a villain damage clause. I could feel the pain in your voice there. I'm working through it. Danica Hart and Mary Jane Watson, signing off.
I love how awkward it is when MJ plugs her radio thing. Like, she's on the DanaCast and she plugged her stuff. Yeah, but you see how Miles has nothing to do at the end of the game? Like, there's no... The Bugle should be right here. The Cultural Festival thing should be his, like, post-game side mission. The only post-game content that really is in this game is like, the science-y stuff that Peter can do. That's it. And then you get that little thing where Norman comes to his house and gives him the remainder of Harry's research, and that's really the end of the game. So, I mean... It really doesn't feel like Miles has a very satisfactory role in this game compared to his solo adventures. So that's why I think Insomniac deserves to give people a second Miles game. That way Miles feels like he's more of a focal point instead of just a side character. To me, in this game, Miles feels really no different than Mary Jane. Like, you know, he has that big of a role in the story, which isn't that big. He interacts with Peter, who is going through the Kraven the Hunter and the Venom thing, but... it doesn't have that really good connection like at the very beginning with the Sandman. That was perfect. Another great level where Miles and Peter are working together to stop the prison riot. That is a perfect example of Miles and Peter, you know, having that like synergy together. And it's a shame that that's not constant through the game. So it's like this game has moments of greatness and then it has moments of dullness. And that's why this game will always get an 8 for me and it can't be a 10. It's just, it's close, but no cigar. And multiple playthroughs have convinced me of that. Like, it's just, it's fun, but it could have been much, much better. If they would have just had a little bit more time to wrinkle out some of the rough spots of this game, it could have been perfect. But, oh well. In terms of like the Spider-Man Insomniac games, though, it fits really well, and it's a very well-made game, but it's not a perfect Spider-Man game. It could have been. And maybe, hopefully, the problem is, this day and age, people don't take criticism very well with video games. They see it as you hating on stuff. And so, more or less what's going to happen, what we've seen with Spider-Man 2, they're going to make the same mistakes with Spider-Man 3. And it's a shame, because usually what happens when developers, good developers, when they get feedback from people and there are things in the game that people didn't like, by the time they come again, they try to fix that and make it better. But I just have a feeling that more or less what we've seen in Spider-Man 2, that's what we're going to get in Spider-Man 3. Like, because developers just don't take feedback well anymore. It's true.
Peter, thanks for your help here. As before, we're training the drones to identify predators like rats and bee-wolves, so they can guard the bees' nesting boxes.
Glad these scientists can still work from home after the Foundation was destroyed. Okay, let's get things booted up.
Time for target practice.
B mission! Wait, the B mission took place here? Oh, I guess it did.
Bee bodyguards, Queen's edition. Giving new meaning to Queen's Bee. Ooh, that's a big guy.
I keep thinking there's like a B villain in the Spider-Man and Marvel universe, but I don't think there is.
Not to be confused with.
There's a B villain in the DC universe, though.
Unidentified predator detected.
So it'd be funny, like, you know, doing all this B stuff, and then a B villain shows up and is like, hey.
Whoa. That bird. It's going after the nests. Trying to eat the bees. Aha. Neuropody albicollis. The white-throated bee-eater bird. It's right there in the name. I need to shoo this bird back to wherever it came from. I wonder if this drone has a real-world mode. Cool. Now I can really encourage this bird to get going.
He shot the bee, or he shot the bird.
If I can find out where it came from, I can see if there are others. Hey, bird! I can't follow you if you don't move. Get going.
He shot the bird, so the bird left.
Giving you a little push.
So once you complete these missions, you get a little side story. And then that's it. That's the remainder of the content. Bzz. The problem is, with what I have with Western game developers, is they incorporate criticism as harassment. So the term harassment online now is very... it's not what people think it is. Like... And also it has to do with people being so soft these days, too, is they can't tell the difference between harassment and actual, like, criticism or, you know, not liking something. They immediately turn to really big buzzwords like hate or harassment or something like that. And basically what it does is it prevents people from actually offering any type of critique or anything like that. Which means that the next games don't get improved. Where you going, bird? Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Am I just supposed to follow you, or... We're just kind of going around in circles at this point. Hey John, I might have forgot what I'm supposed to do with this bird. He's just leading me around,
Gotcha, birdie. Can't have you eating up the bees of Queens.
Maybe I'm supposed to keep shooting the bird.
Huh, so this is your home. You must have escaped from here and gone out for a snack.
Never mind, I got it. I got it, I got it. I figured it out.
Now. The drone will pilot its way back to home base in no time.
I'm just supposed to keep shooting the bird.
I'm not sure bee-eating birds are a citywide threat, but I'll mention it to Dr. Young. We should definitely program the drones to look for outliers like that.
That should be the end of that quest. Right? Is that the end? Yep, that's the end. Alright, so then you got the one quest over here. And then the one final quest over here. Oh, wait. Brooklyn Heights Energy. Whoop. There's a B-villain in the Marvel Universe, too? Oh, okay. I'm only familiar with the B-villain in the DC Universe. So I don't really remember the B-villain in the Marvel Universe. My bad.
Okay. Let's see what's the latest.
I wasn't a big Marvel fan growing up. I watched X-Men on Fox and Spider-Man on Fox. And on Sundays, I watched Hulk and the Fantastic Four and occasionally Iron Man. That was my extent of Marvel stuff as a kid.
They are a potentially self-sustaining source of clean power. Eventually, they'll shuttle back and forth to a dock. But right now, we're looking for a way to place these for an initial test run.
I think I can get these up to the right altitude with the web wings. They don't call it Brooklyn Heights for nothing.
Wait, what was I doing with this now? I kind of lost track of what I was doing.
Here we go!
Oh, it's a gliding mission.
Huh. Web wings alone aren't getting me enough lift. I need a little push. The intersection of Court and Montague is super windy. I've certainly lost enough papers walking through there. Let's use that as a natural wind tunnel.
Okay, so he's doing a wind tunnel thingy. Whoop.
Up and away!
Whoops. I messed up.
How can such tiny turbines create so much energy?
Whoa! Not too good at the flying thing. Or the gliding thing.
This is really high. Now to deploy.
How many of these am I supposed to deploy?
Fly free, little turbine.
Okay. Whoa!
Man, these views are ridiculous.
Is that it?
One more.
Yeah, that's not quite right.
We could revolutionize wind as a power source with these. Just imagine.
Da 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 da. Whoa!
Can I actually see my house from here? Great. They're all happily launched. I'll just head back. A turbine's been compromised? What? How? Need to check on that. Talon drones attacking the turbine. I've got to stop them. Yeah, you guys again. I really wish we'd stop meeting like this.
They have our way, and we won't have to.
Oh, really? I'm in your way?
Whoops. Turbine's just standing up there.
Okay, that's all of them. Now to get this turbine back in place. There, all up and running. I should make sure Dr. Wynn sets up some turbine security for these.
Maybe on your deathbed you'll receive a Superman game? Oh my gosh, that's so dark. That is so dark. Oh yeah, that's right. It's 11:30, guys and gals. We're gonna push the YouTube short, and then your next stream will be starting up at 12:30. Oh, wait, hang on.
Smell the change in the air. It's fresh and clean. A new day for this world. Staring down the face of the apocalypse offers a new perspective on life. Time to let go of old grievance. Rearrange priorities. While the world waited with bated breath to see if they would be next. New York stood tall and held the line. We did not acquiesce. After we take a moment to celebrate the freedom we fought so hard to retain, we must then turn our sights to the people responsible for putting us in harm's way to begin with. I'm talking about Oscorp and, of course, the Spider. You're going to hear a lot of conflicting reports and lies surrounding the events of last week, but let me assure you, this is still just the facts here. So let's lay them out. Spider-Man was seen wearing a black suit. Then a monster appears wearing a similar suit. Then our proud city is overrun by similar monsters. Oscorp is claiming it's Spider-Man's fault for stealing Oscorp's research. That doesn't surprise me. But Oscorp needs to be held accountable for creating these damn creatures in the first place. This is what happens when corporations try to play God and individuals overreach. Of course, hoping for legal ramifications for wrongdoers is like hoping for an ice cream shop in the desert. We must not forget where the blame lies. We can't forgive either. But for now, enjoy life. We're lucky to have it.
Okay, that's really weird how my program now goes right to black. It used to transition right back into the video. I guess this streaming software is not as good as it used to be. I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to thank you guys. You got about close to 70 views, I think, on the YouTube short already. So let's keep pushing for that. It adds views back into the channel, which is, you know, something that the channel desperately needs. Somebody was asking an interesting question, like, should I do YouTube? Is YouTube like a lightning in a bottle? YouTube worked really well for us when we had so many viral videos. And when we were able to strike lightning, so to speak. And then what happened was, when our channel got shadow banned, we lost everything, essentially. Like, all our viral videos, all our hourly views, everything was gone overnight. Like, Amber and I, my wife and I, used to dominate the search engine for every trendy game you can think of. Our detractors make fun of us and say we were never popular, but we had 6 million video views a month. So we were getting pretty high numbers for 4 years of that. And then when we got hacked in 2020, that was pretty much the end of that. We went from 4 million to 6 million views monthly to 1 million. And all our viral videos were shut off overnight. So, had that never happened, had we never got hacked, I think that we would probably be close to 1 million subs by now. Like, our channel would probably be averaging like probably 3 to 4 million views a month, something like that. We would still be making money off our older videos, and we had like at least, this is how you know the channel was very popular. We had 250 viral videos. Most Let's Play channels only have like maybe 50 to 25 viral videos. We had hundreds. Anywhere between the 250,000 range, 500,000, million, 10 million, 2 million. You know, it was up there. 500,000, 600,000, 700,000. We had a lot of videos. And those videos are still around. It's just they're not dominating the search engine, because what happens when your channel gets hacked and you get ripped out of the search engine, your superior placement, or as they call it, your, what was the word? Your channel authority is stripped. You're removed. And then whoever has a game similar to you, that did a series similar to you, YouTube puts them in the top slot and they put you on the bottom. Now, because there's thousands of YouTube channels, when a prominent YouTube channel is knocked down, their search engine presence goes to the very bottom of the search of whatever game they were top dog for. So every game that we've covered since 2011 got knocked down to the last page of YouTube, except for everything that happened after 2020, and then we were somewhere. But the problem is, can't notify subscribers. People barely know who you are, so that's why we do, it's a secret to everyone, and, you know, memberships is a big thing on this channel. But it is possible for anybody to do well on YouTube, but YouTube at any time can ruin your career. It's not your fault. It's kind of YouTube's fault. And that sucks. Like, I would love it if a YouTuber's career is based on their performance, based on their community. But in our case, it was based on an error that YouTube goofed on when they tried to get rid of a Bitcoin scammer. They penalized us. They erased our channel. They ripped us from the search engine. And they were never able to fix it. So it was never our fault. We didn't do anything. We were the victim of literally YouTube society and circumstance. And it sucks, like that powerless aspect to it. You know, for years I've tried to figure out a way around it, loopholes, whatever. And the best I can do is live stream 4 or 5 times a day and upload 2 shorts and try to push as many views as possible during that 15-hour period that I'm awake. That's all I can do.
Hello, Peter. Let's do one last training session. You know the drill. Help the drone identify predators as well as optimal nesting sites.
Just gotta boot up the drone. Let's do some target practice. Always nice to be flying around Brooklyn.
No, I was just, somebody was asking something.
Gotta love Prospect Park.
Bees!
Gotcha.
Oh, am I supposed to take down the rats and stuff too? I didn't realize all that was left is bee quest. Oops. I thought there was more than that. Whatever. I have no idea what I'm going to replace this game on my PlayStation with once I'm erasing Spider-Man tonight because I don't really need it on my system anymore. So this weekend, guys, will be the Final Fantasy stream to give away a copy of Final Fantasy. We're going to choose a winner. So there's going to be a, I guess you would say a free roaming stream. I don't know. I'm going to do something. And then, pew pew pew. Then I'll erase Final Fantasy VII Rebirth because I don't need it on my system anymore.
Careful, low battery.
Oh, man.
Well, I mean, it's not going to be that much room. I'm trying to think what big PlayStation game is coming out this month that's not M-rated. I can't really think of one. Wait, where's the bee? I'm lost! I don't...
Battery depleted.
Uh-oh.
Oops. Yeah, Leroy, we still have to give away our copy of the game. We haven't done that yet.
Always nice to be flying around Brooklyn. Gotcha.
And then we have to give away the Princess Peach copy as well. Unless we did Princess Peach already. I don't think we did yet.
Bullseye.
Most of my nights has been put together, like putting together tax information and stuff like that, so my head is swirling with numbers. So I can't recall if I've done everything. Ah, there we go. There's a rodent there.
Yes.
Alright, so where's the rest of you little... Can you do this mission at night so you can see? It's really hard to see.
Let's mark those nest sites.
Mark location. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 3.
Got the bug? Yeah.
Oh yeah, this part. I remember this part.
What just happened? Did someone steal the drone? I'll head to its last location before.
That's how I used to do stuff.
See if I can figure out where it went.
Alright, good job, guys. You've gotten almost 150 views already on the short. Thank you very much. It's a big help.
No sign of it. Or anyone. Those guys said something about a garage. There's a few close by. If I can find the right one, I should be able to reconnect to the drone from the roof. Better start checking out these garages.
Final Fantasy will have a big part of our household going forward, though. If you guys go to my Twitter, you can see Amber and I posted a picture of the new art that is hanging in our dining room. It is the end picture from the Final Fantasy VII Remake DLC, where the characters are looking off into the horizon. And you notice that Yuffie isn't present in that because it's not Rebirth, it's a remake picture that leads into Rebirth. It's the last scene of Final Fantasy VII Remake, the DLC, with the character standing on the ledge leading into, you know, the big free roam environments. They're probably looking at where Calm is or something like that in a mountain range. I don't know. Outside of Midgar. It's a beautiful picture. It's huge, too. Oops. Straight out of Midgar. Yeah, it's because everything is a straight out of Compton parody. Why are you doing that? Oh. I doubt she's gonna look in the fridge, but I mean, at least you're covered. Mm-hmm.
Telling you, it's fine. Just a little stunned. It's not really moving. Bingo. This is the place. Let's connect the video signal.
Mm-hmm.
What is this place? And more importantly, how do I get in there? Lots of cages in here. More bees. I don't know why these guys are collecting bees. I know they don't belong cooped up in here. I'd better turn on that sonic laser mode. Let's kill 2 bees with 1 shot.
Swarmed.
Hey there! Let's meet our new contestants on Foot to the Face! Your name? Drone, safety mode! Fly home! All right, guys,
Just using my gadgets on them.
bees?
Never heard of niche markets?
Yeah, but this is like niche.
No, we're not taking notes from a guy dressed like...
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. You didn't get to finish your sentence because I whooped your butt.
Come on, fellas. There has to be an easier way to make money.
Why do you even care about them bees?
Do you know how many plants exist because of bees? They play a critical role in... You don't care.
Not that much. I spy with my little eye.
Yeah, see, I mean, just stuff like this is kind of... Spider-Man's really annoying in this. He's always talking about stuff that no one would really care about.
Dr. Young know about this poaching operation.
And Spider-Man is supposed to be, like, fun annoying, like, poke fun at people and, you know, talk about how criminals made terrible life choices and tease them and stuff like that. I mean, who wants to hear a superhero explain, like,
MJ.
science and stuff to you?
To
It's
let you know
just...
you got a package here at the house.
Okay.
I put it in the garage for you. It's from Norman Osborn.
Oh, interesting. Thanks for letting me know.
Oh, being stung by bees would be, yeah, would be horrible. I'm allergic to bees, so I would be the dead. So, alright, time to end the game. Mary Jane doesn't look bad, she just looks like she's suffering from a bee allergy. Her face is swollen. And she's also not allowed to wear form-fitting clothes. She wears very baggy clothing. Like, she shops at, like, a thick girl store. Or not thick girl, plus-size model. Like, her clothes don't fit her. It looks weird. Like, Mary Jane usually wears form-fitting clothing, but... You know, consultant agencies don't allow female characters to dress attractive either. They have to dress frumpy and, you know, it's just, it's a requirement. Look at Aloy. Aloy in the first Horizon Zero Dawn, she was somewhat attractive and she wore form-fitting clothing. And then in her sequel, her face was larger, puffier, and her clothing was like looser and heavier, so it looked like, you know, couldn't really see what her body size was. They've been doing that a lot with female characters. Well, Western game developers. Japanese ones still make, like, attractive characters and, you know, they like fun. Americans just are very, not necessarily self-conscious, but they have a certain thing that they want people to realize is what they deem the new normal. And so they're going to keep pushing it until either they go out of business or everybody just caves in. What's likely going to happen is more companies are going to go out of business with them, like, you know, doing terrible with sales, and less gamers are going to buy their products, and, you know, Japan games are going to reign supreme for a while, and then hopefully Western developers will learn their lesson. But I don't know if they will or not.
What's this? Lance and a thumb drive? They say you should never plug in a drive of unknown origin. But I know Norman, I think.
Wait, I need that thumb drive. I don't have the thumb drive to put it in here.
Peter! I put this together for you because I knew when we got through this crazy time, whenever we got through it, I wanted you to have these. And I wasn't positive I'd be here to give them to you myself.
Harry.
After the Emily May Foundation was destroyed by Craven's hunters, I went to see what I could recover before it got boarded up. In the box, you'll find a piece of bark from my mom's tree, and one of May's blossoms. And I thought, if you gene splice them together, you might get a hardy enough plant to produce seeds.
Wow. Well, okay.
I knew you could do it, Pete. Now, you know those little bee drones we salvaged from the field studies? We just leveraged their relocation data sets to plant those seeds around the city.
You're some kind of genius, Harry Osborn. Let's get those bees working.
I know. It'll be years before we see the results. And who's to say where you and I will be a week from now, let alone years from now? Which is why I did this simulation to show you. So Emily and May will live on in the city, and, of course, in us. I love you, Pete. I really do. And I know the Foundation didn't end up going the way I'd hoped, but there's still no one I'd rather have tried it with. I bet by the time you get this, we'll have already started a new Foundation. Just me and you. From scratch. Go us.
Go us.
Oh, one last thing. I got a little something for you. Wear it in good health. Love you.
Yeah, not one of my favorite spider suits. It's okay, I guess. I don't know. I never really liked that spider suit, though. It looks weird. The 2018 Spider-Man had better suits, too. I mean, if they would have had the black suits and stuff like that, that would have been one thing, but, yeah. But there you have it, people. Spider-Man is over Dunsky. That is it. That is all. We did everything that I'm planning on doing with this in New Game Plus. So, yeah. That's it. That's all. So, I got another live stream coming your way if you guys want to hang out with me. Whoa. We're going to be getting retro. We'll be playing Mega Man 3. Any people my age remember Mega Man 3? That's what's next on the agenda. Spider-Man is all finished, but we have more superhero games in the pipeline. Lego DC Supervillains is a brand new series that started today. It's the first time we've ever done it as a live stream series. It was a lot of fun. We'll be playing that game for the remainder of April. It's going to be a long, fun series. Random superhero discussions, DC talk, maybe dumping on Warner Brothers. I don't know. It all depends. Like sometimes, like the emotion of the game, or the way that the game is just like silly fun. Like we talk about all kinds of weird stuff. So I don't expect it to get into super serious, like, you know, R-rated Joker discussions or things like that. But I mean, definitely superhero stuff will happen. Because we had a blast just playing Lego DC Supervillains today. So, but rest assured, when DLC for Spider-Man 2 comes out, if it comes out, we'll be back playing this game yet again. I enjoyed playing this game for a third time. It's a shame we had to wait 6 months for New Game Plus, but you know, some of the new color swaps was worth it. Especially getting rid of Miles' Adidas suit and having him wear my favorite costume for Miles, which is Kamen Rider Miles, was epic. And, yeah, I look forward to playing Mega Man with you guys. Thank you guys for watching the YouTube short. You were able to get... How many views did you get? Let's see. YouTube short has a total of 235 views in 30 minutes. Nice job. Wow. That's a record for the past 7 days. That's a new record. Well, I mean... Basically, YouTube Shorts only keeps your record for 7 days and then it starts over. So their algorithm only lasts for 7 days. If people didn't know that. So if you have shorts that do amazing, like at 1,000 views in the first 30 minutes and the rest of your shorts struggle for like 7 days, when the new time period or the new period comes up, then your shorts for the next week are graded under a different scale. So, you know, that's not bad. And the cats are growling. Hooray! That's very, very good. Yep. But, like I said, I'll be back with more Spider-Man content when they add more Spider-Man stuff, but for the time being, I'm erasing the game. Thank you guys so much for watching again. I hope to see you guys on Lego DC Supervillains, and I hope to see some of you guys hanging out with me for a really fun stream on Mega Man 3 for Nintendo Switch. Alright guys, God bless, happy gaming, thanks so much for watching. You'll be redirected over to Mega Man, the fighting robot. Mega Man.